Instagram will start handing out awards to select creators. Apple is bringing back Slide Over in iPadOS 26.1, and Evernote's biggest update since 2020 goes all in on AI. It's Tuesday, October 7th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Instagram is launching its own awards program. Now, this is sort of like the Oscars, but for short-form social media content. There isn't an awards ceremony, a comedian host, or anything like that. Instead, the 25 winners will get physical rings. Now, these rings will be designed by fashionista Grace Wales Bonner. Maybe they'll be worth a few bucks, as the recognition does not include a financial payout of any kind. However, winners will get a digital replica of a ring that they can put on their Instagram profile and stories. Honorees also receive the ability to customize the background color of their profiles, creating a unique gradient. Eva Chen, the head of fashion partnerships at Instagram, says this kind of customization is something we haven't really ever done before. MySpace let people do this more than 20 years ago, and Friendster before that. Instagram has 3 billion monthly active users, and there are only 25 recipients of the aforementioned ring. Judges will whittle down the list to thousands and then hundreds before settling on the winners. These judges include platform head honcho Adam Mosseri, along with folks like Spike Lee and actress Yari Shahidi. There are no official categories like with other awards, but the winners will be chosen from across different topics and interest groups. Chen said the criteria was really tough, but really they were looking for people who took creative chances and who always pushed the envelope and thought about new ways to talk to their audience. Instagram hopes this will become a regular thing, just like those other awards. Chen added, "We'd love to see how it's received and how the winners enjoy the literal Instagram spotlight." Winners will be announced on October 16th. The reaction to iPadOS 26 has been mostly positive, but some users have bemoaned the absence of a decade-old slide-over multitasking feature. Well, Apple just announced that it's coming back as part of iPadOS 26.1. It's actually already available, though just as part of the beta build. For the uninitiated, Slide Over is a multitasking tool that lets users quickly reveal and hide an app that slides in and out from the side of the screen. This is great for quickly revealing and hiding an app without permanently rearranging your workspace. Apple also got rid of split view with iPadOS 26, but the new windowing system can easily do something similar. There's been no way with the new OS to mimic Slide Over, which has become a source of frustration for tablet fans. Slide Over has been redesigned to work with that new windowing system, and there's a major upgrade. Users can quickly resize the windows and change the aspect ratios in addition to swiping right to completely hide them from view. There's also one major downgrade, according to reporting by 9to5Mac. Users can only have one active app in Slide Over at a time. In iPadOS 18 and earlier, folks could switch between multiple apps in a Slide Over window, but it looks like that option has been removed. Given how iPadOS 26 radically reworked the way the system handles multiple apps, it's a safe bet that this old Slide Over behavior was incompatible with the latest OS. It's probably been a hot minute since you've thought about Evernote. Now, for years, the note-taking app, once a darling of the App Store, faced declining popularity and profitability. Now, the last time it grabbed headlines was back in 2022, when it was sold to Milan-based developer Bending Spoons. Approximately 9 months later, Bending Spoons laid off nearly all of Evernote's U.S. workforce and relocated what remained of the company's operations to Europe. Now, Evernote wants to be in the conversation again. Since taking over the app, Bending Spoons has released more than 200 improvements, culminating with the release of Evernote V11 this week. The company is touting the update, which is the first major release for Evernote since its poorly received V10 release back in 2020. The new version brings a handful of new AI features to Evernote, including one that Bending Spoons collaborated with OpenAI to develop. Evernote's product lead, Federico Simeonato, said, "I think people have an outdated opinion of Evernote that used to match reality when Evernote was slow and unreliable." The first of the new features Bending Spoons introduced is called AI Assistant. Simeonato describes it as having ChatGPT inside of Evernote. No surprise, since the company collaborated with OpenAI to make it. As you can probably guess, you can use AI Assistant to search through your notes and your notebooks. But the tool's utility goes beyond that. It allows you to interact with your documents and ask follow-up questions. AI Assistant can also generate new content, and you can decide how what it creates is integrated within your existing notes and notebooks. The other new feature Bending Spoons introduced is one that some Evernote users have been waiting for a decade: semantic search. Instead of trying to find a note using an exact word or phrase you used inside of it, semantic search allows Evernote to filter through your documents using context. Lastly, the company expanded the app's built-in recording and transcription capabilities. Building on AI Transcribe, which Bending Spoons first introduced last year, Evernote can now record audio from both in-person and online meetings and automatically transcribe and summarize what's been said. This feature should work in every language that Evernote currently supports. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. One that you might want to consider if you've been thinking about buying an Echo Show. You should probably read Amy Skorheim's take on the device first. She tried it out in her home, and let's just say she had some issues with it. This episode featured journalism from Lawrence Bonk and Igor Bonifasic and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.